BooTube, I am so sorry. This particular reaction rant's like long overdue. It's actually like 2 weeks long overdue. Because this episode aired like February 8th, which is like the day after my birthday. And I had the time to actually do a reaction rant the following Monday, which was on the 15th, because Supergirl's next episode, which is Truth, Justice, and the American Way, which is episode 14 does not air till actually tonight. It did not air last week because apparently the Grammys were on. So yeah, but I still didn't record because I'm a jerk. But anyway, here's my reaction rant. This probably will take like at least 3 videos, judging. But anyway, let's get to it. Just hours after, that mysterious plant from the last episode attacks Kara, apparently she just wakes up and, like, this robot's in front of her. Apparently the robot's name is Kellex or something like K-E-L-E-X, something like that. But she's being taken care of by a robot, right? And she looks like she's in some sort of, like, a fancy-looking room. Somewhat fancy. And when she comes to, she's, like, surprised because her mother is literally right in front of her. And, like, she's like, oh my god, my mom's alive. And she's like, her mother's all telling her, you've had a fever for the longest time. We were so worried about you and all that stuff. And while she's like totally in shock, not only does she realize that her mother's alive in front of her, that she's actually back on Krypton. And we all know that the thing that attacked her was the same thing from Justice League Unlimited episode that attacked both Superman and Batman and put them in like their fantasy world, something that they wanted for the longest time, right? Hang on for a sec. Sorry, there's this funny loving awkward moment I saw on TV that was pretty funny. I had to watch it. But anyway, back to the episode, back at Catco, Wynn learns that this whole solar storm is pretty much disrupting any communications back at Catco and or in general, and he learns of this because Kat is trying to reach Kara. And, Wynn and James are both extremely worried about her, so they're worried enough to call Alex to see that maybe Kara is actually doing something for the DEO. And as all 3 of them are going to Kara's place, she's like, no, absolutely not. Kara's not doing any missions for the DEO. So when they arrive at Kara's place, they see her body placed in pretty much... her body's like on the ground, it's like wrapped up by the plant, and Alex, James, and Wynn take Kara all the way back to the DEO, which is like somewhat of a bold move considering, Wynn and James have never been to the DEO, and that's why Hank like wants James and Wynn to pretty much stay out of their business or just get out in general so they could examine the plant. And Alex, during that whole thing, she believes that Maxwell Lord seems to know about something. So like when she confronts Maxwell Lord in his cell, he pretty much tells Alex that he has nothing to do with this plant that apparently attacked Kara. And as they're attempting to pull the plant off of Kara, the plant nearly kills her because as they're stretching the plant out, like the moment you see it like stretching out from off her body, all of a sudden her vitals go all kinds of bullshit crazy, right? And they realize that if they try to attempt to pull off the plant will end up killing Kara on the process. It's kind of like a defense mechanism, it's like, it's kind of like a failsafe, kind of, because, take the thing off and it kills pretty much the host. It's kind of like a failsafe if you think about it, so it's kind of smart of the plant, you know what I mean? It's like, you can't take me off. If you do, I'm gonna kill the person I'm attached to. I'm just saying. But anyway, later on, we find out when we see Astra, Kara's aunt, talking to her husband, Non, we actually found out that Non was the one that actually sent the plant to Kara, and it is known as a Black Mercy. And Astra has clearly she's worried about the fact that Non has sent a Black Mercy to Kara, but Non pretty much tells Astra she'll be fine. She's in her perfect fantasy life, you know what I mean? And Astra obviously is not happy about this because she made a deal to leave Kara alone. And also, obviously Kara Kara is like someone Astra truly does care for, despite everything she's doing. She definitely cares about her niece, and the fact that there's a black mercy on her does not bode well with her. But anyway, Kara, she's like freaking out because she automatically knows that this is not right. She's like, I can't be on Krypton. Krypton was destroyed. I saw it myself. And she pretty much tells her mother, you sent me away and all that stuff. And like, she's having a slight panic attack, right? She's like, you're not real and all that shit. And then all those doubts start to pretty much be erased the moment she sees the statue that apparently she made for her father. That was right near her bed. And, not only that, her father shows up right next to her mother, and her memories of Earth and like just everything in general, like Krypton being destroyed, her being sent to Earth, everything on Earth, everything was pretty much being erased from her mind because she started to forget people's names and everything. So, as that's happening, she actually sees Astra. In her mind, it's actually Astra there also. And she comes back and she's like, this is all your fault and all that stuff. It's you and your husband's fault. This is why this is happening to me. But then she gets interrupted by a young man. And that, well, not really a young man, a young boy, who actually is none other than her dearest cousin Kal-El, aka, from who we know, Superman. If Kara and Kal-El never left Krypton and never exploded, and obviously we all know Kara in the comics, before her and Superman were sent off to Earth, Kara was the one that was older than Kal-El. But because, you know, Kal-El ended up on Earth first, and she was knocked into space, and she didn't arrive till later, and Kal-El already grew up and all that stuff. It ended up getting switched, but this time, in her little fantasy land, Kal-El is still her younger cousin. Which I think is really cute, because little Kal-El has that little twist in his hair, like we all seen in every Superman adaptation when he's in his Superman persona. He has that cute little curled tail in his hair, and it's like adorable to see in a little kid. It's just so cute, I'm just saying. And, it's really adorable seeing the interaction between a young Kal-El and with Kara, you know, playing with the little toy. It looks like a globe that projects like the entire solar system, which I think is like the coolest, I want to say toy, but it seems like a toy to me. But like, I really thought that was a cute bonding moment of what could possibly happen with Kara and Kal-El if Krypton didn't get destroyed and if they didn't get sent off. I really liked that part. But anyway, back at Catco, James and Wynn, they're scrambling to find a way to keep Kat busy because she's very upset about, she's obviously still upset about Kara breaking Adam's heart. And over at the DEO, like a frustrated Hank, pretty much Hank is so frustrated because he can't do anything because the solar storm is pretty much affecting every line of communication, including the line of communication in the DEO, which is far more superior than all the communications everywhere, even with Catco, and they can't do anything because of the solar storm. And during all that, Alex actually suggests to Hank to pose as Kara so Kara doesn't lose her job at Catco. And so Hank actually does so. Hang on for a sec. My bad, I thought I saw something really awesome, but I didn't. But anyway, back to what I was thinking, Alex all asking Hank to pose as Kara so she doesn't lose her job at Catco. And amazingly enough, Hank actually manages to pull it off to the point where he even got Kat to give Kara a day off, which is actually a miracle because sometimes not even the real Kara can actually do that. And unfortunately, Alex, you know, she's trying to get answers about the plant by asking the holographic Allura, but unfortunately, not even the hologram can help at all, which really sucks. You would think that if Astra and Non know about, what's that thing called again? Shit, what was the thing called? Black Mercy. You would think that Astra and Non know about the Black Mercy. You'd think Allura would know too, but apparently not. Which is kind of stupid in my opinion. But anyway, what do I know? But anyway, Alex returns back to Kara's apartment just just as Astra's there just waiting for her, and Astra offers her assistance to save Kara. But we all know Alex doesn't trust her, and she's totally not interested. And, Alex ends up telling, Astra, I'm not interested, I don't trust you, and all that stuff. And she ends up having a meeting with Hank, James, and Wynn in the Catco IT room. And Alex comes up with this plan to pretty much create a virtual reality room in order to guide Kara out of whatever dream fantasy she's in with the Black Mercy. And they end up unfortunately recruiting Maxwell Lord to help them. And Max actually created this helmet that could help. And so during that whole thing, Alex tells James that no matter what happens to her when she's in that virtual reality thing, she asks James, no matter what, make sure Hank or anyone else pulls her out until she actually successfully reaches Kara and pulls her out too. And during that same moment, Non confronts Astra about her being gone, her disappearance. And Astra tells him that nothing has changed that could possibly jeopardize their invasion on Earth. Although you can see in Astra's face that there are some doubts there, obviously. And I don't really blame Non for kind of questioning her, because one, she disappeared without even telling him where she was. But then again, it's like, come on, Non. She doesn't have to, tell you everywhere she goes. If she wants her private me time, she can have whatever she wants. Come on now, Non. But anyway, back to the DEO, Wynn actually makes a suggestion that the reason why there's a solar storm is because the Kryptonians themselves, including Non and Astra, are the reasons, basically, are the reasons why there's a solar storm, because the Kryptonians are using it to disrupt Earth's technology. And, I think he's trying to explain, the Kryptonians are using the solar storm to disrupt Earth's technology by using their own satellites. And so, because of that, Hank, he's pretty impressed, right? The fact that Wynn actually came up with that theory and all that stuff, and he lets Wynn use the DEO computers to pretty much reboot everything and protect their computers and all that stuff, which is pretty cool, because I really want Wynn to work for the DEO, so he'll be, somewhat closer to Kara. I don't know why. I don't really, find them as a couple, but I really love their friendship, so that's why I kind of want Wynn to work for the DEO on the side, so he could be, there with his best friend. That'd be badass. Wouldn't that be awesome? Anyway, I'm running out of time. I'll probably finish this all up in a part 2 video, so I'll see you guys in the next video.